Welcome to Working for Yourself, the podcast that helps you stay focused, get more done, and achieve your goals. In today's episode, we'll explore the art of productivity and time management through a unique lens, a diary of one entrepreneur's brain dump. Join me today, learn how to handle multiple tasks and overcome the feeling of being busy but not productive. Get ready, take your work to the next level. Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Zulf. This is, of course, Working for Yourself. This episode is a little bit unplanned. I was walking the dog and I thought, you know what? There's a lot going on at the moment. I'm doing a lot. However, am I getting anything actually done? So what do I do in this scenario? I do what I'm doing right now. You're going to be lucky because you can hear me talk about this and explain how to handle this situation. We can all get overwhelmed with multiple things we need to do. We've always got multiple projects on the go at the same time. So let's have a look into this and see what helps and how to refocus our minds. The first thing I tend to do, I need a specific hub or location to go to refocus myself, to see, okay, what have I actually got going on? This depends varying levels of organization. Lots of people will have different ways of organizing. Some may use a calendar. Some may use like a fancy program, Notion or whatever you like to use. With myself, you may have noticed in my previous seasons, I talked about making sure that you've got your ideas in a location. I use my email drafts as a place to record things I need to revisit. And then once a week, I'll go in and clean that up. And that acts like a bit of an action list of what needs to be done. There's not really a solid plan in terms of what I need to make, when I need to make it for. A lot of my things I design and make for are seasonal. So if I use this as an example, we look at the first thing we need to do to refocus our minds. The first thing we do is find out what is on our mind. So I've got a sheet of paper. On the top, I've got refocus. We're going to start together. So on my site, trustedcreators.org, I have my homepage, which basically has everything that I'm doing any moment in time. If you're listening to this podcast, I'm recording this on the 6th of April 2023. And the last time I did a set of recordings for my podcast was probably 3 months ago, where I did a big batch of recordings for my episodes, and those have been going on since then. So realistically, this is never really a real-time listening experience for you. So you'll see I've got season 12, episode 12 currently out on my podcast. So that means that was recorded on the 6th of March is when it came out. And that's episode 12. I'm on season 15. This is season 12. So there's a whole load of other episodes that are still coming out, which means number one, when you're focusing your sessions, do them in batches if you've got multiple things going on. So if I go to my site and click on our shows, if you're listening on the podcast, I'm just doing a recording on my screen. So you can head over to the channel to see this video. Now, I have got some shows that are listed here on my site. So now let's have a look at this list. What have I actually got? I've made one location where I can manage and look after everything. And then I can go through and see what needs to be done for each of those. So the first one is a Hyping Tech podcast. That has been doing very well recently. We've been live streaming on TikTok with regular weekly live streams on a Friday for 2 or 3 hours at a time. Been making multiple shorts, which have been going on YouTube. There's a podcast, Hyping Tech podcast, which is also an audio version of that show. We do a lot of food testing, snack time, game time. So it's a very relaxed type of creating, but it still requires work. So that's number one. I've taken that off my mind now. I've wrote that down on my sheet of paper. Hyping Tech podcast, shorts, plus live. So I know on Friday I need to schedule out time in the calendar just to say I've got 2 hours booked out when that live needs to happen. during the live, I record shorts of the actual live stream, which means when you're recording shorts at the same time, you're saving time, because that 2-hour show has become a 2-hour recording session for over 50 shorts, which then go out on the YouTube channel every day scheduled. So that's kind of managing itself. As long as I do one live stream every week on my Hyping Tech podcast, I will have content for that channel, shorts, podcast, and TikTok shorts and Instagram shorts, because all of those can be used on those which go out. So I need to maintain that Friday schedule. So Fridays will be Hyping Tech days. Even if I don't use the whole day, I use Friday for that purpose. That gives you a nice overview of the first task. Fridays are sorted. So in your example, if you've got something you need to do, reprioritize, say, okay, is there something that I do that gives me a high return? Like in my example, I'm making 3 hours out of my day and I'm getting a lot of content. So that needs to continue. Even if that means I need to take a day off after it or before it, I need to maintain that. Because a lot of people will make 50, 60 shorts over 3 or 4 weeks. If I'm doing that in 3 hours, come on now, people. That's a nice option. The next one on my list is I Master This. That at the moment is a gaming channel, which we're not focusing as much on. So that does mean when you're in this situation, you need to decide things that you're going to continue with, things that you can put on hold. And this is one we're putting on hold. And why is that? Because at the moment, it's not a necessity with my plan of continuing growth and making content. What else we got here? We've got the Max Labsky channel. Let's have a quick sneak peek at Max Labsky channel. So on the Max Labsky channel, it's a dog channel. It's a YouTube channel. It's an Instagram account. Every morning on the walk, I will do a short video about what it was the last few videos we did. Something like, do dogs sweat? Do dogs... Let me go to the channel. I'll show you on screen. Do dogs sweat? Do dogs... There's another one. Videos. Do dogs sweat? Do dogs dream? How is our lab husky mixed dog doing? So you'll see this is 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 days ago, 1 day ago. So it's a regular video coming out. This is nothing fancy. This is just a quick video on the mobile phone. And Max Labsky is number 3. I Master This is on hold. So I'll put that on my list, hold. That's not a big focus. Max Labsky. This because I have multiple channels, I'm using channels as examples. You can replace it with tasks you have to do. Like if you're writing an article, you can replace one of these with article. You can replace one with the photos you need for the article. So you'll notice here we've got 115 videos on Max Labsky's channel. He's got 409 subscribers, and that's not even us trying anything. It's just literally a video of the walk, 3 to 4 minute video. How is he doing? What's the things on my mind about my dog? What needs to happen? So just thinking out loud. And he does very well. He's got his own little group of people following him. That's Max Labsky. So if I maintain my regular routine where I walk Max every day in the morning and I do 1 or 2 videos a week, that's not a big chunk of time out of my schedule. On mobile phone video, uploading straight on my mobile phone, no editing, no fancy, nothing. That's okay. So we can maintain that. If we need to, we can lower that down or make that more of a focus. What else we got? We're coming into spring now. So spring and summertime, I have my MI Bandit channel. MI Bandit. That is a motorcycle community channel, and I share news and reviews and upgrades and motorcycle related stuff. Now let's have a look at that channel quickly, because we've got a couple of videos that I've repurposed in there. So my scooter videos were doing really well, as in motorcycle scooter. So 2 days ago, I put up a quick video about benefits of riding a scooter instead of a motorcycle, because in this time of year, I'm taking my motorcycle out of storage and just getting it ready. So I did a quick mobile phone video, just, explaining that. Nothing fancy. Oh, I'm taking my motorbike out. This is what I'm thinking about. Need to charge the battery, etc. So was that a big chunk out of my time? Not really, because I'm quite happy that in 1 day, I was able to record that video. I edited that video, and then I uploaded that video with a fancy thumbnail, tried something a little bit different. 9 minutes, 51 seconds is that video. 2 days ago we're seeing about 81 views, which is not amazing, but this is a slow burning video because people over time will search for this and it will slowly make its way up. Let's have a look at what's our most popular video on this on our channel, MI Bandit. So we've got 371,000 views, and that was the scooter. Me replacing an exhaust on a scooter, 88,000 views. Replacing a tire on a scooter, 60,000 views. So you'll notice there's a theme here that the scooter videos seem to do well. So I'm sticking to that, and I'm still making that type of content. So MI Bandit, do I need to do anything on that? Yes. In the summertime, I want to make more videos on this channel, because the main time that we make videos for this channel is summer. If I can maintain the summer schedule of videos for this channel, that means I'll have content which I can schedule out once a week, one video every week, and take out like 4 or 5 months worth of videos if I can make 30 or 40 videos, which is easily doable. Last summer I made quite a lot on a motorcycle. So summer, we can put that as a plus. This channel is monetized, so it will make money for us as well. So if you need to maintain a steady flow of income, prioritize things that make money over creative projects. So in this example, I'm going to put a little star here because this will be a money earner. So anything I do here will make me a bit of money for the channel, AdSense and collaborations, etc. So to recap, we've done Hyping Tech podcast. We've got one channel on hold, which is not a big focus, the gaming channel. In this time of year, we're more outdoors. So maybe the gaming channel we can focus on during the cooler months, like the winter months. The Max Labsky channel is doing fine. We're doing videos on our mobile phone, nothing intensive. MI Bandit is a summer we need to make more videos on. So we're doing quite well at the moment. We're going through this. We're brain dumping everything out. I'm thinking aloud. So you're hearing me as I would think about things. I'm not holding anything back. Mr. Make Stuff is another channel that I have. Let's have a look at that. Cool creative DIY and home channel. Do I need to make anything on my channel? It's going to be a summer period. On this channel, I am quite close to the threshold. You need 1,000 subscribers and the watch time hours. I'm quite close to that. So what that does mean is if I'm quite close to that, should I make a little bit of a push on this to get it monetized? Because we'll start getting a little bit of extra income for this channel, which will maintain itself. Let's have a look at this channel. So you'll quickly notice the types of videos I'm making and the types of things I'm doing. With me, I like to make content around what I'm doing at that time of year. So it doesn't have to be too out of the way, too fancy. You'll notice things like we do a show on Hyping Tech. I'm just recording and making a podcast. We're doing my dog walks. We're making it into a video. We're uploading it. It's just extra piece of content. MI Bandit is a long-term project that I liked because I got a motorcycle and I'm on that journey. So that was like another part of my life. Things I'm naturally interested in. So things that I could do without having to think about it. In that same idea, Mr. Make Stuff is a channel where I just talk about my gardening. So I put vegetables, grow my own vegetables, seeds, general, hacks around the garden, having a small DIY garden to easy grow veg. On this channel, we're at 981 subscribers, over 296 videos. And this has been ongoing for a while. Let me see if I can check back. It's kind of like an on and off situation. Let me go to About page and see when we started this channel. This channel's got 441,000 views over, and it started in 2017. Slow burner, nothing intensive. Just whenever each year I decide to make some videos, I'll make videos. There's no schedule on this. Let's have a quick look at some of the videos. Go to popular. So things like how to stop weeds growing in the garden, how to sharpen your gardening tools, how to make a fire, how to make a dog leash, how to stop dog nails bleeding quickly, how to remove a bike pedal, a little pressure washer 9 months ago. That got 13,000 views. That was interesting. Maybe that's something to look at in terms of like going forward, what I can do. So Lidl have a middle aisle where you can get specific things that help you around your house. So, okay, Mr. Make Stuff, we're going to focus on that. Why are we going to focus on that? Because I can see potential here for things that I will be doing in the next 3 months that can help this channel and also help other people. because the things I talk about are general house related things, like stopping drafts coming through doors, how to black out windows, those kind of things. And I'm doing those anyway. So me recording on my mobile phone makes it a diary for me, so I can look back and see how it performs or what it's doing. It's always good to look back on the work you've done to see where you're going and what the potential is. So in terms of a brain dump, this is like a great idea, making sure you're uploading, even if it's private, to a blog or a YouTube channel. So MI Bandit we will focus on, and I would like Mr. Make Stuff, which is our channel, YouTube channel, Mr. Make Stuff. I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers and get it monetized, just because I think it's time that it started earning some of its money back, because I've spent quite a bit of money during my gardening process. We did out the garden, we put out slabs, we put out vegetable locations, compost, all these things get expensive. And at the moment, Mr. Make Stuff is not making as much money as it could do to cover itself. So if I can make enough to cover itself, then when I'm making videos, I can spend a bit more money. So I would like to go into Lidl and buy like a whole range of gardening equipment to use in my garden, and then show people, is it good? Should you buy from Lidl? Should you go to B&Q, like different types of home stores, and which ones are better? So already I've got an idea there for a video. So Mr. Make Stuff, we're going to put a star next to that. So far out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm only focusing on 2 for the next 3 months anyway. That's quite interesting. So Mr. Make Stuff, it's a good review of this channel, because I've not really put many things on here. Okay, let's go back to our hub. So Mr. Make Stuff and Working for Yourself podcast. Now, this one, you're listening to me on Working for Yourself podcast. So technically I'm making an episode here. And this channel is a YouTube channel, which is zulftalks.com. And I basically talk like I'm doing to you now. It's very like mind related. I'm talking about things I want to do on this channel and the things that I do in my daily life. It's very big diary. It's like basically an entrepreneur's diary, how you should be thinking about your life and what you can share, what you want to share, what can help others. So it's not always about just sharing stuff just to be famous. We don't want to be famous. We want to be helpful. I want to be helpful. So if this helps someone else who's in my boat, who's got lots of things on at the moment, they can listen to this episode, they can help themselves. So you'll see I've done lots of episodes where I've talked to guests. And Zulf Talks podcast, we already have episodes scheduled, so this is not a big focus for me. However, Zulf Talks, we need to re-evaluate this. So let me go to my Zulf Talks channel, which is a YouTube channel. What are we saying on subscribers here? So we're at 2,000, just over 2,000 subscribers, 471 videos, mainly around me talking, me giving tips, me talking to guests, voice recording tips, shorts where I've had guests on my show, self-care, positive thinking, you know, all these little things that are slow burners on your account that people may like. So I'm keeping this going. Again, on Zulf Talks, we have got quite a lot of subscribers. However, watch time is not very high. So now what I have started doing is putting my podcast recordings in video form, in like a vodcast on my channel. And that becomes a long-standing podcast just to give us a boost. So there's a little bit of a focus there. I'll just the intro playing there. Okay, so Zulf Talks, we can do videos. I won't put a star on that. I need to do podcast episodes though. Podcast. See, we already got a bit of a list happening here. Video podcasts, episodes. Okay. So I need to do some video episodes on that for the podcast. I may do season 15. Today I've not got my camera on because I just wanted to do brain dump. I'm not setting anything up, even though all I have to do is push a button and press record. I just feel like when the lights are on, it's more intensive. This way I'm just having my own thoughts in my brain. So if you're listening, you're on the podcast. If you're watching, you'll be seeing my screen that I'm sharing at the same time. Okay, so Zulf Talks is something that we can concentrate on, but it's not high in the list. Okay, so we do custom engraving. So I do custom engraving. We've got Think Make Share, which is a wood project. I'm not going to really look into that at the moment. I'm going to leave that on Think Make Share. Think Make share, it's going to say no activity on that for the moment. We can do, but we may think about that. There's too many other things at the moment. So like we said, we can stop things for a certain amount of time. Custom engraving. So I have an engraving Etsy store where I engrave and send out engraving orders for customers, things like gold plaques, medals, things like just custom made things. That shop runs on Etsy. Every so often we get orders. Let me have a look at the shop actually. Can I click on here somewhere? Have I got... Oh, I can't believe I didn't put a link in my... I should have put a link here. Why do I not have a link to the shop in my website? Or have I? It's not very... Yeah, I must not have, because it's not very clear. Okay, so that has its own channel. So Trusted Creators Customizing is a channel name. 1K videos. Let's go to the shop quickly. Oh, okay, there's a thing. So my Etsy shop links. See, I don't have a link to my shop from my channel, which is a little bit not good, because if someone finds me there, they can't go to the channel. Okay, so how many sales? We've got 1,450 sales we've sold, and I'll show you on screen. We've got things like name blocks for your desk, custom engraved medals, custom engraved plates, trophies, custom engraving scissors, key rings, clothes labels, tooth, custom engraved little memory boxes, sublimation printing, custom engraved glasses. So it's like a big range of things, and all those, that's part of the company, and the operations director handles the fulfillments and stuff, and I do all of the creative stuff on there. So that's kind of ticking along. Nothing really needs to happen there, apart from we can probably, yeah, I'm gonna leave that ticking along. We've got Zulf photography. Okay, so see, brain dump. How many things is that so far? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we're on Zulf photography. And yes, all of these are ongoing at the same time. I just focus in on different things during different times of the year. So let me bring up one of those Zulf photography channels. You can see what I'm talking about there. I've got loads of tabs open here now. Okay. Oh, so Etsy stuff, Zulf photography here. Okay, so Zulf photography, we talk about the technical aspects of setting up your workflow to make videos, to make live streams, how you can live stream with cheap equipment. We're on how many subscribers? About 9,500 something, and 9,600 subscribers, over 758 videos. And this channel, do I need to... I've already made videos for this. So I had a batch of videos that I remade up for it, and those were things like how to connect camera to your laptop or PC, how to connect camera to your mobile phone. The things that are popular on this channel is things like setting up a HDMI capture card. I made another podcast studio, but I did not put it on this channel. So Zulf photography. That was a quick review there on the channel. What needs to happen here? Yeah, so I think on this channel, I've got shorts I'm doing. So there's loads of little activities that you can do on this channel, but you'll see I spent an hour where I just did a common photography related questions. I recorded one long live stream and took out loads of little shorts from that. And I answered questions such as when to make it a business, first digital camera, moaning about batteries, what is manual mode, why do DSLR cameras have this, do you really need a big lens, like just random little short videos. And those are doing okay. And just to keep some activity on this channel, I'm probably gonna plan. OBS does very well on this channel, so I need to make some videos here. But for now, Zulf photography, OBS video guide, I'll put a star on that, and then we'll revisit all our star videos channels just to see what we need to do. Again, this is a brain dump, so thank you for joining me on this episode. I'm giving you a real life thought process of how I think about things and how I like multitask and how I separate my time. You may think there's a lot here. There's still more to go, and I still have time to do more. So if you're feeling like you've got too many things going on, You can always do more. You just need to re-evaluate our time, what are we spending our time on, and then rechecking what can work on those to make your life easier, and then spend time on those. Out of all of these tasks, I'm going to pull out maybe 2 or 3 and focus on specific days on these, or maybe pull out 1 and focus on it for 3 months, which then means I've got content for a year for spending 3 months on that project. Zulf photography there. Creative Mina, which is the sewing channels, that's kind of doing its own thing. We've got another person managing that. The PA sorts that out. Amazon Live. Okay, so this is the interesting one. Amazon has not been doing as well as it used to do for me. I was spending 2 or 3 hours live streaming on there, and the return in time investment wasn't excellent. However, should I revisit that? We put on a maybe pile. So I have an Amazon live show where I basically live stream to Amazon talking about products that I've bought, what I like. And during that session, I used to make videos at the same time and live stream to Reddit, but that's all stopped. Reddit's no longer there, so it's not fun for me anymore. I used to do it because it was interesting talking to new people. And now it just seems like, okay, Amazon Live. Maybe we'll revisit all of these. So we'll hang about till the end. I'm going to summarize what we're doing, what the plan is with all this brain dumping. Okay, so that was Amazon Live. Zulf clips. What is going on here then, mate? Oh my god, Zulf clips. This is where I put all my clips of all my videos that I don't know what to do with. How's this been doing? So this is randomly, I'll have like 50-60 videos. I'll just chuck them into this YouTube channel and schedule them. 123 subscribers. Wow. That's a lot for just, like, these are literally just clips, me doing voice testing. You know, when I'm setting up a live stream, if I'm doing a mic test, I'll record it. Is mic working? Check 1, 2, clap, clap, you know, that kind of thing. I've just been putting them up. But it is good because people find use on these. So for example, how to enable your mic. I got 10,000 views on that. You know, something simple that people have questions about. These are all clips. So, okay. I need to put more videos on this. Oh yes, I have got 16 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago. I have got a bunch of shorts from my Hyping Tech podcast, which are being put on this Zulf Clips channel. What I would suggest is if you're a content creator and you've got clips that you don't know what to do with, just make another channel, call it whatever your channel is, and clips or shorts or behind the scenes or BTS, and just put videos up. Because them sitting on your hard drive is not going to do anything for you. But this way now, it's basically just got me 123 subscribers for no extra work. And that would have been videos I would have just probably deleted or left on my computer. So this is my channel of highlights of the best tests and experiments. So it's like nothing in fancy. And you'll be surprised. The things that you find really easy are the things that do very well. You may spend like 3-4 weeks on a project and that doesn't get as many views. But you'll randomly make a video about, I don't know, testing a chess game or something, and you'll get loads of views on it. These are slightly longer shorts, so I'm noticing that these are videos and not shorts. So some of these were recorded in horizontal form and they're not doing great on views. So maybe I need to revisit this and make those into shorts of under 60 seconds, because those, you'll notice here, I've got a short here which is 500 views, 590 views about dark chocolate, 69 views, 2 views, 240 views, 239 views, but those were shorts. And I uploaded the horizontal versions of those in longer form, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They're not getting any views. Okay, so maybe revisit the ones with no views and take them off and make them shorts. So okay, Zulf clips. See, I wouldn't have put any work into this, but I'm thinking it was enjoyment. We made shorts. I made short videos and I just uploaded them. And if I can make them work a little bit harder, we've got another channel here that can maybe help people with little things that you don't have to watch a 20-minute video for, just like straight to the point. Zulf clips, shorts into clips, less than 60 seconds. I'll put a star on that. Okay, I'm not going to probably do that in a day. I can get one of the guys to go through and just unlist all the 0 views and okay. And I have also got other plans here, so there are other things I need to do. Zulf Clips is one channel. However, I have started a new channel. another, yes, new channel. Let me switch accounts and quickly show you what I'm talking about. So on the Hyping Tech podcast, I have, let me go over here, show you on the screen. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, you'll be able to see this. So if I go to your channel, my channel is called easyeatcrew.com, and that is going to be in my Hyping Tech podcast. I was making episodes about technology. We were doing a podcast, like a 50-60 minute show, is live on TikTok, and we quickly discovered I was repositioning. We quickly discovered that on that show, a lot of people liked it when we had a snack time. That was just like in the middle of the show, we thought, you know what, we're getting a bit peckish. Let's have a crisp packet, let's have a drink, let's have a cookie, let's have, I don't know, some new types of food. And people enjoyed that. So now what we're doing is splitting out that element of the show. Hyping Tech podcast used to have a snack time, and we're using that into Easy Eat Crew. And I'll explain the thinking behind this in a second. So what I want to do is explain why this happened. So in the Hyping Tech podcast, it's supposed to be technology, chat, and random stuff, really. There's no set format in any of these. People say niche down on like a specific topic. Hang about. I'm going to explain at the end of this why I've got over 15 different channels and why I do different things on each of them. So you'll notice on the Hyping Tech podcast, we started sharing things like, oh, we're making milkshake out of oat milk, soya milk, almond milk, which is the best, doing water challenges, tasting vegetable crisps. So that was not really Hyping Tech related. And that was a segment of our podcast that became a thing just because people enjoyed it on TikTok Live, because I stream on TikTok Live. So then I thought quickly, I made about 10 of those different episodes about different things. So I get to a point where I'm like, okay, let's reevaluate this. Is this the best place for that to sit? Quickly did a search, thought about names, came up with Easy Eat Crew, because me and a co-host, and we just talk about food. You know, what's good, what's not good. Is expensive food better than cheap food? Is supermarket brand okay? I've already got 15 videos for that, which I've edited. I just need to upload them. However, at the moment, I'm not uploading them because I want it to flow. So the Hyping Tech old playlist, when those videos finish, at the end of the screen, I say, oh, make sure you check out the next video in this series. I'm making milkshake out of this milk that we just tasted. And then it goes to an end screen. I want to wait for those to finish on Hyping Tech and then take those onto the new channel and link to the new channel, and then slowly take people away from the Hyping Tech who want to see me talk about food. And we do quite a lot of food stuff. So, you know, we have a bit of fun while we do it. We'll test lots of stuff, and that's another source of, I don't know, fun and source of entertainment for people to watch. Part of the trusted creators group of creators, making it like, you know, a big range of options. So that is something that's not on this list at the moment. And I've already made the banners, I made the artwork, everything set up. I made the description, I've explained everything. So it's all set up. I've got the website, easyeat.co.uk and easyeat.com. Easy Eat Crew is the name of the channel. I've got a TikTok profile, everything's been set up. So yeah, and this has been set up in literally one day. So shall we explain a little bit about that? Let's go to easyeatcrew.com. I just want to, because in this day and age, it's so easy if you have the right workflow to do this. If I go easyeat.com, easyeatcrew.com, I keep calling it Easy Eat. It's easyeatcrew.com. Welcome to Easy Eat Crew, the ultimate destination for foodies looking for honest reviews of easy to eat food. That's basically our tagline. I've got a quick page on my channel. I talked about this before. If you notice the website link on this channel, it's actually a .com website linking you to, let me bring that back up. Can you see that? Not really, but so it's trustedcreators.org/Easy Eat Crew. So I'm using one hosting, but I've got multiple pages with link tree set up. And you can have multiples of these. So I bought the domain name. Well, firstly, you have to find the idea, find a good name, buy the domain name, have a redirect in the domain name to say when someone clicks on easyeat.crew.com, redirect them to this page. And then on that page, I've got a landing page, which has a YouTube link to our YouTube channel. I'm going to have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok profiles, all in that, so they can easily go to those social sites. I don't really need a self-standing website. I just need a redirect to people to go where we make stuff. So you can check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever we decide to put this stuff up. Which also leads me to some of the stuff we need to do with this. So that was like a bit of a brain dump and a bit of tips about making stuff. So you'll notice I'm always thinking of ideas of keeping myself busy. So I'm always doing something that kind of gives you the idea of balancing work-life balance. So Easy Eat Crew. Let's put that on my list. Easy Eat Crew. Okay, is there any others that I missed out? I'm sure they are. Let's see if I can get back to my other page. Where was I? Okay, so Amazon Live, Zulf clips. We've got the podcast, Easy Eat Crew. Are there any that I'm not sharing here that I'm working on? There are maybe others. So again, I have the same 24 hours as you guys do. Obviously, we all have family life. There's all other commitments. Just rearrange your time so that you can do what you want to do. Okay, so I've covered Zulf Talks, which is the Working for Yourself podcast, zulftalks.com, Easy Eat Crew, Zulf Photography, MI Bandit, Max Labsky, Trusted Creators. Oh my god, that's a channel of its own. Trusted Creators. See, sometimes I have channels where I don't talk about it, and I need to put that on my show list as well. So let me bring that one up so you can see what's going on there. So if I go here, okay, if I go view channel, we've got I've made a few videos there. So Trusted Creators, 135 subscribers, 41 videos, finding and testing the best equipment for creators. So I'm doing things like, I tried lots of storage solutions from Amazon. I needed more desk space. Guess what I did? So this is like office related things. This is literally my podcasting desk that I made longer. And I thought, you know what? I bought this electric desk and I did a review on Trusted Creators to let people know if you're a creator and you want to set up a home office, what should you do? How to find and set up the best video lighting, cheapest sofas on Amazon. I bought budget Amazon office chair, office desks, testing 5 office desks 5 months later with the office chair. So you'll notice that's like another channel. Do I need to put anything on there? Not really. That is like a higher quality raised bar video channel. So I make sure the edits are really fancy, and like that's our main Trusted Creators channel, the main one. So I try and put the really well edited stuff onto there to make it look like, you know, fancy. Other channels don't need as much on those. So with these types of videos, what I will do is spend like a week, a month on those videos. A week recording, thinking about the layout, what I need to include, different types of things. So I'll keep that as a maybe, because at the moment we're refocusing, we're grounding ourselves. How much can we actually do? When do we need to do it? All of these things are going to help you in your situation. So right now I'm hoping, as you're listening to me talk about my multiple projects, that you're realigning yourself as well, like what you're doing, what you got to do, how you're going to do it. Normally take a walk before you do what I'm doing right now. I had a walk before this. I just thought about everything that's going on. I thought, okay, let me get it all out of my head. And you know what I thought on the walk? Let me just record this as a podcast episode, because I think this podcast would help you stay focused, get more done, and achieve your goals. So because of this episode being a diary of an entrepreneur's brain dump, there's loads of nuggets of information here. In my podcast, I talk about everything I'm talking to you about now. Like, you know, how to make a website quickly, how to have multiple channels, how to record videos and then instantly have them available on YouTube so you don't have to do any editing, saving time. All of this is designed to save time. I've spent over 10-12 years perfecting my workflow where I can just have a TikTok live stream about Hyping Tech Podcast as an example. That is being live streamed onto YouTube, onto Twitch, onto Facebook via a restream. I've got a horizontal OBS, which is streaming it to TikTok. I've got a horizontal OBS recording, and I've got a little button that I press every 60 seconds while I'm talking, and it takes out shorts from that video. So after that session, I've got 60 shorts which are ready to be used. So that 3-hour session, the microphones are all set up in a way that they go into my OBS. The camera's set up OBS, lighting's all set up in this specific studio room. I call it a studio room. It's basically one room I've commandeered in the house to make it just my place. Well, not the first, it's the second room now. I've done this twice. I've got 2 separate studios. One is the attic loft, one is in one of the main rooms. So we don't all have fancy locations. Make use of what you've got. Multi-use things. Set it up in a way that is relevant to your talking, your budget. Use that to help you get where you want to get. And okay, so I'm going to spiel there, but hopefully this is giving you a bit of motivation to just realign your thoughts and your processes that you need to do. So we've got everything down on paper. When I say everything, let me recap what we've got down so we know where we are. Hyping Tech Podcast. We do shorts, we do live Fridays. So Fridays, I put a square around Fridays. We are continuing that. So that's a tick. I'm going to carry on doing that. Even if that means on Saturday, I take a break. Because having a 3-hour show with loads of video creations, it still needs an element of work. It's not like just it's done. Once the shorts are done, then you have to upload them. I don't spend as much time on the descriptions and that kind of stuff. I upload them and then like have a live go out, a short go out every couple of days, for example. So technically I'm ahead of myself. I don't need to do the shorts anymore. But momentum, keep it going. If it's easy for you to do, keep it going. If you stop, it's going to be hard to get back onto that process again. IMS this gaming channel, that's on hold. We're not doing anything on that. Max Labsky, when I feel in the mood, I'll make a video in the morning. So I'll put like a maybe on that. I won't put a tick on that. That's just, if it comes to mind, I'm walking, oh yeah, I might as well make a video. I'll do it. It's on my mobile phone. No intensive processing. MI Bandit, summer, more. Okay, we need to do more on MI Bandit. Should I make that a focus? Let's put a tick on it. MI Bandit is a motorcycle channel. Summer is coming, so I need to make more videos there. I could probably even do voiceovers on that. So some of my old content when I'm riding the motorcycle around, I can make some fancy edits and do voiceovers. Okay, I'll put voiceover. Maybe even make it a live stream on TikTok while I'm doing it, just to give me a bit of motivation. Because sometimes some of this stuff, if you're doing it and it's getting boring, see if you can make it more interesting. So me, for example, if I get one of my videos where I'm riding my scooter around like a countryside, and I put that as the OBS screen and then do a live voiceover over it about common motorcycle scooter questions during summer, like, you know, maintenance related, that kind of thing, I can live stream that to TikTok just as a throwaway stream, and then I've got a video there and I can do shorts at the same time. So maybe using the same thing that works for us for Hyping Tech Podcast, but making it for MI Bandit. Okay, see? Tick, that's done. So if that's maybe a Sunday, let's call that Sunday. This is like not solid. When I say Sunday, it's not like, oh, between 10 and 3 I need to do. No, Sunday, whenever I feel like it during the day, I need to do that. If I get that one thing done, that's me done. If you think like that, once you're in the workflow and once you start working, you will be able to do it and you will continue. Because then what will happen is once I've done that, I will then do the voiceover. I'll be like, oh, you know what, I'm here. I might as well do the thumbnail. I might as well upload it. I might as well schedule it. And that way I'll get quite a lot done. If I get one 10-minute, 15-minute video filmed, edited, thumbnail created, description done, scheduled on YouTube in one day, that's a good achievement. When I say one day, I could probably do that in 2 hours. And then that's like a focus on 2 hours done. And then in the evening, I can relax. And then maybe think about the next thing that I need to do. Or if I'm in that workflow, make 3 of those in the whole day rather than make 1. Because once you're in the flow, you can get more done. If I make 3 of those done, that's 3 Sundays in the future that I don't need to do anything for because I've already pre-planned it. And I can reallocate that Sunday to something else. Actually riding the motorbike and relaxing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's a tick. That's a tick. I've got 2 ticks. Hyping Tech, carry on. MI Bandit, voiceover Sunday, carry on. Or reset up, not carry on, because I've not really done it for a while. Mr. Make Stuff, gardening. Okay, I need to clean my garden up, so we need to make some. I might just do mobile phone clips. I'll put a tick on that. Clean garden ready seeds. So I'll put a tick on that. And maybe that can be Sunday afternoon. My bandit could be Sunday evening. Gardening can be Sunday, because I'm basically mixing outdoor and indoor, because when the weather's nice you don't really want to be stuck indoors. Then that can be like my treat of when I made the videos for the motorcycle channel. I can go in the garden and do a bit of cleaning on the garden, putting a bit of seeds in, and then doing some videos there. But those need to be edited because I record them on mobile phone to make it easier. I don't really enjoy editing. We have got a team, so I might just get them to edit it. Maybe. We'll decide. Okay, Zulf Talks, video podcast episodes. Okay, I'm gonna put a no on that because I've got stuff scheduled. I'm gonna put a no on that for now anyway, because I can do that in the winter months, not summer months. Thing make share, we're not gonna do nothing with. Etsy shop, I'm not gonna do nothing with. Zulf photography, OBS videos. Am I feeling that? No, we're not gonna do anything with. What we'll do is on Zulf Talks, I'll put winter, and Zulf photography, I'll put winter, because I think those contents are mainly me speaking, talking head. So with those, what I'll prefer to do is just keep it so that it's like during the months where I don't really need to be outdoors, or if it's a bad day or I get in the mood, I can do that. So Zulf Talks and Zulf photography is going to be winter. Amazon Live, I'm going to say no to, just based on a year's worth of live streaming every day. I didn't find it was very useful. Zulf clips, okay, that's a potential there. I've got a whole bunch of clips, about 500 clips that I can upload to Zulf Talks, or the Zulf clips even. Okay, so Zulf clips, we're gonna tick on that. I'm gonna give that to the team and they can sort that out. It's not too intensive, because what happens is I have a specific way of doing things, but if it's the clips channel, it doesn't matter how they clip it, it'll get done on it. They can just upload, schedule clips, change the 3 minutes into 60 seconds, find the good bits and just make them shorts. Okay, Easy Eat Crew. Okay, so I need to adapt this into food tests from the Hyping Tech podcast on the Fridays. I need to film some of these. Let me put a tick on that. Trusted creators, I'll put no. That's not focused at the moment. So where are we? Right now on my sheet of paper, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 things that are currently active. I've narrowed those down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can further narrow those down. 5 days a week, 5 tasks. Oh, that worked out quite nicely. However, Hyping Tech Shorts Fridays. Okay, Fridays are written off. Nothing else can happen on a Friday. I'm going to concentrate on that. Sunday, we can do motorcycle videos and Mr. Make Stuff videos. That's that done. And that can be Sunday, Monday. It's not that solid. If it tips over to another day, it's fine. Because what tends to happen is once I start working on something, I'll want to complete it. And we don't want to get distractions. We want to do this work in that day. So for example, if I'm planning to do MI Bandit on Sunday, I don't want to go into Zulf Photography or Zulf Clips or EasyEatCrew.com and start working on that, just because that's not the day. Only MI Bandit stuff on a Sunday, only Hyping Tech podcast on a Friday. That way, you're going to force yourself to work on that. If you're not feeling the mood for it, skip a week and do it the next week. But if you skip, well, it's down to your personal preference. If you skip, because sometimes I'll explain why I've got so many of these different projects. I'll explain that at the end, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're good. So winter, then Zulf Clips needs to happen, Easy Eat Crew needs to happen, Trusted Creators, no. At the end of all of this, I don't have as much presence on Facebook and Instagram with all of these shorts. TikTok at the moment is going through a bit of turmoil where they're not sure if it's going to ban it or not. So I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket. I want my shorts to be on Facebook and Instagram. I have already set up profiles and processes for that. Let me explain. So what do I mean when I say I've already got processes for that? I've set up Meta Business Suite. It's meant to be like a free program that lets you post on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. I've tested it, it's not worked for me, so I need to spend a bit more time on that. So I might do it one of the days where I just sort that out. Because if you spend 2 days sorting that out in future, it'll just help you because you just have automated stuff going out all the time. That makes sense? So for example, the Hyping Tech Shorts, I would put them on YouTube, I'll put them on TikTok. In the same process, I can schedule those on Facebook. That means that short will go out as a reel on Facebook and on Instagram. So I'm basically putting more content out across multiple sites with the same recording. So I'm not spending extra time making stuff for that channel, just so that I've got a bit of presence on those other channels. If TikTok does go down, I don't want to not have the shorts available on other places. So I can easily just diverse. For example, I used to live stream on Reddit. Reddit stopped, so I now live stream on TikTok. If TikTok goes down, I'll start live streaming on Facebook. Facebook goes down, I'll live stream on YouTube. So just moving my content around if something goes wrong. I've still got the same setup. All I'm going to do is go to a different location to put the video out. So I need to spend some time on that. So Fridays, Hyping Tech podcast, okay. Max Labsky, now and again. MI Bandit must make stuff, okay. Zulf talks in winter. Zulf photography winter. Zulf clips I need to do. I can link Zulf clips and the Facebook together. So now to summarize, again, summary of a summary. We've narrowed down those tasks. What can we actually do? So I'm going to make a to-do list right at the end of this page now. I might take a photo of this. Well, no. But should I? Let me know, and you can reach out. If you go to zulftalks.com, leave me a message. Would you like to see this document? It's basically about my stuff, but I'm hoping this helps you realign your stuff. So you don't probably need to see this, but you never know, it might help. So at the end of this, I've got number 1. Podcast. Hyping Tech plus Easy Eat Crew. Easy Eat Crew make. That's number 1. We're going to continue that. We can't stop that. MI Bandit, number 2. So we're doing motorcycle stuff. Motorcycle videos. There's also another thing here that we need to do. We need to get everything out of our mind, remember, brain dump. I'll add that at the end of the list. Number 3, Mr. Make Stuff Garden videos. Okay. Number 3. So number 4 is clips. 4 clips. Okay, number 5. This needs to be revisit all my channels. I've got videos in the past that have not done well. I can readjust the thumbnails, better quality, because now I got a better eye for thumbnails than I used to have. So for example, if I show you, well, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, you'll know what I'm saying. So for example, my YouTube channel, one of these probably here, the home. So my thumbnails are a little bit better than I used to be, so I'm going to re-evaluate my thumbnails and make them, just to see if that helps, like with bringing old videos back to life. So thumbnail plus titles on the channels I'm looking at, NMI Bandit and Mr. Make Stuff. I might make a video about that, as in, like, if there's a low click-through rate, meaning people look at the thumbnail but they don't click at it, that means the thumbnail is not really good. So I need to change those and see that works. So what have we learned in this brain dump? Okay, so we have dumped out everything that was on my mind relating to trusted creators and all of our sites, all of our profiles that we manage, content we put out. Why do I have so many channels? I have so many channels because, like everybody else, we have different moods. Every time you make something, you may be feeling that mood during that time. For example, in summer, I want to be outdoors, I want to enjoy it. Gardening, motorcycling is perfectly good for that. So I'm doing that anyway. I make a channel about it. I upload videos to it. They've done well because people are watching the videos and they're enjoying them and they're finding value in them because I'm giving tips out. Then during winter, I can't do motorcycling. I can't do gardening in the UK anyway. So then, all right, let me do a podcast about talking about how I'm going through my working life. Let me do a little bit about photography, live streaming. So that means if I had one channel, during that time, I would probably have stopped making content and waited. Stopping and starting is not a great thing in content creation. You want to continue your momentum. So I roll over my momentum from each thing to the next. So when summer changes to winter, I move my motorcycle videos to videos indoors, talking about stuff, to podcast, photography. So I'm able to make 15 channels when, if I had one channel, I could have focused all my efforts on that one channel. However, would I have had multiple sources to put my creativity into? Maybe not. So you need to consider this and see if this helps you in your journey, having one thing that you focus on and only doing some of the year, or having different things that you can do in different seasons of the year, which helps me to keep my creativity flowing. Hoping you found this episode useful. I'll see you on the next one. This has been zulftalks.com.